The following is a World-Class Bullshitters exclusive.
You've seen videos where the unsellable mountain of Disney junk continues to grow, but word on the street is there are new toys reaching Ollie's right now, so I just had to go out and see for myself. And well, I was pleasantly surprised. But before we go out into today's stores, hit that thumbs up button, share this video, and make sure you're on the lookout for Stealing Solo 2. That's going to drop by the end of this year. So here we are at Ollie's, where I'm on the hunt for some new toys. And well, that's kind of new, but we don't cover cosplay items or toys for girls. So let's move on, shall we? So as we see here, we see a lot of the usual offenders. We see Reva, we see Holdo, we see Rey, the holy trinity of dumb ideas. But I guess the new toys were over-exaggerated. Oh wait, no, here they are right here. Here's our first one of the day. We have Matt Murdock from Spider-Man No Way Home. Now this thing peg-warmed all the way back in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and now in 2025 it has reached Ollie's. Awesome. Also too, this ripped off the peg and nobody wanted to buy it. And I don't know what happened to this Bo-Katan, but people aren't buying that either. Even the ones that are perfectly in the box aren't selling. Well, it's Star Wars, so what do you expect? Now, I don't know if Ollie's has always carried Power Wheels, but it's news to me, and well, that's a surprise. Ooh, that is all new, but we're not going there just yet. So here we have our other, many new things, the Captain Carter cosplay shield from Marvel's What If. I haven't really watched it, but it's only $40. Here's a what if. What if it was popular enough to sell at full price? Then it wouldn't be at Ollie's. Overproduction, lack of demand, you decide, but whatever the reason is, nobody wanted it, and that's why it's at Ollie's, to die. So I'm feeling optimistic. I'm feeling like we're gonna see some new stuff, like Finn Balor, what? And this isn't even that old. This is Judgment Day Finn Balor, and he's still in the Judgment Day. The face sculpts are great. It looks just like him. Finn Balor's theme song is cool, but I'm not a big enough fan to buy this action figure. But let's put him back, shall we? We have other new wrestlers like Rogaine Ramirez, as we call him. It's a long story. We won't tell you why, but he comes with a Build-A-William Regal set. And you get smiling Roman Reigns with a ponytail, without a ponytail, and ooh, Shawn Michaels. If they have him, I gotta buy him. That is my second favorite wrestler of all time. But let's put Roman back. I don't acknowledge him enough to put him on my toy shelf. I was absolutely wrong about these X-Men 97 jets selling. They're there. There might be more of these than there are Shuri-Copters in this store. I know, a novel concept, but just keep watching. So let's head back towards what I think is going to be the Christmas toy display. It was July when I filmed this, but, well, it's never too early to be prepared, I guess. But let's move on to a bunch of new stuff. Ooh, all right, let's see what we got here. We got Randy Orton. Hold on. Whoa, now, I'm a Marvel Legends collector. This shit was in high demand, and now it's at Ollie's by the case. If you bought this at full price, do you feel silly? I don't really think it's worthwhile to spend a large amount of money on Marvel Legends when they're always going to show up at Ollie's. Okay, not all of them, but this is Gambit, Banshee, and Psylocke. I was surprised to see them here. I was also surprised to see Randy Orton. Not Legend Killer Randy Orton, but, well, modern Randy Orton. And he's cool and all. And that's the rest of the wave. Not going to buy them. Let's see what we have down here. We have, Grayson Waller. Nobody likes him. No wonder he's at Ollie's. Tyler Bate, Triple H, Charlotte Flair. There's a whole case of Charlotte Flair. And let's take a closer look at Triple H from SummerSlam 02. Yep, that's Triple H from SummerSlam 02. Good match, the right guy won, but it's Triple H. I should leave you on the ground, but you were a world champion, so out of respect and the fact that you were at the White House, we'll put you there. Kairi Sane, again, a wrestler I don't dislike at all, but not gonna buy her toy. Most of my wrestling figure purchases will be from Comic-Con, all the new ones. Here is 9,674 Ahsoka Tano dolls, nobody's buying them, and the Star Wars 3D model kits. Toys sell, video games sell, but if it's based on Star Wars, people don't want it. Now let's get in here a little closer. Ah, there's the Shuri-Copter, and well, there aren't that many Shuri-Copters. Maybe these videos are finally reaching the audience where people are going out to buy the Shuri-Copter to spite us or to support Disney. I don't care the reason, but don't give it to your kids. They deserve better. Now this is a different Black Panther, Mech Strike Monster Hunter. Wow, I'm so taken aback by a different action figure that I can barely speak. The Young Jedi Adventures, we have lots of those. Let's take a look at this giant display of surprise. Normally I call this disappointment, but we have Drew McIntyre, and well, he's legit. But I'm not gonna buy Drew McIntyre. Oh, The Rock. Now we gotta look through all these figures. Hold on, let's get down here. Let's see, that's all Tyler Bate, that's all Drew McIntyre, that's Tyler Bate. Oh, Shawn Michaels, yes! All right, SummerSlam, Shawn Michaels. So good, in fact, that I dropped my damn phone. I was so excited to find a wrestler I actually liked, the last one. This is a great match. I'm not going to go into a wrestling review right now, but let's put him down while I pick up Randy Orton. I met Randy Orton. He was a nice guy. He doesn't deserve to have his action figure on the floor at Ollie's. So let's take one more pass because I missed this part in the initial walkthrough. We have some Transformers. Not really interested in those versions. They don't... Well, they transform. I got my Optimus Prime. And, ooh, slot machine. Let's play. Am I gonna win? Am I gonna win? Here we go. Here we go. Nope. And that's why I don't gamble. So I figure, since we're looking at this Ollie's, let's go to another one. And before we get to that section, I found this giant hardback edition of Spider-Man One More Day. Now, this presentation was so nice that I considered buying this book, and then I remembered it's Spider-Man One More Day, so I put it back. Now let's look at this other crap here. We got the Sinister Substitute, the Miss Marvel, Alias, not interested. But I am interested in Street Fighter, the official street food cookbook. Over 80 recipes based on the legendary game franchise. When I think of food, I think of Street Fighter. Said no one ever. And look, ingredients from around the world, like condensed milk. We have that in America. We also have maple bacon donuts, and those look delicious. Cuckoo Chama, Cohisas, pineapple pound cake. Blanca is definitely a pineapple pound cake guy. 1 hour to prep French fries? You are doing it wrong, book. That's bad advice. But this is pretty fun. I like Street Fighter, I like to eat, but I didn't buy the Street Fighter cookbook because why? So this Ollie's is definitely gearing up for Christmas. They already have the sections ready to go. And look, the one lone toy we came to purchase, the Barbie car. Not really. Let's move on. Now, I'm not surprised that nobody bought the Mariah Carey doll. She's unlikable and, well, I hate that damn song. Will it last through Christmas? Probably. This is Ollie's after all. So again, that cosplay outfit that I don't think was here the last time. Let's zoom out and check out what is here. Ahsoka, Boba Fett, where, there, everywhere at Ollie's. Black Panther figures, the Eternal Disc Launchers, Shuri's by the dozen, and Mysterio. But what is Mysterio hiding? What is this Volkswagen hiding? What is Carl Weathers hiding? More Holdo action figures. And Holdo is hiding a Reva. It's like a snake eating its tail. It's an incestuous loop. And here's Minecraft. I don't have kids yet. I don't really have anything to say about Minecraft. So let's just put it back and move on, shall we? Nope, not gonna fall for this. Not gonna go in and engage with the Reva action figures. I've been burned one too many times. Your skin melts like in Raiders of the Lost Ark if you touch them. Now this aisle doesn't have much of anything new, and it doesn't look like it's been touched in quite a while, so we're just gonna kind of walk on through it quickly. But you can see the usual offenders, the Shuri-Copters, the X-Men jets. I'm sure it has a different name, it's the Blackbird, excuse me. And one lone Sue Storm. Don't worry folks, we're not gonna become puzzle builders here on the channel. Now let's look at this toy section because it continues to grow at Ollie's. We're not going to look at Little Tykes, we're going to look at the Dungeons & Dragons Raycor Nerf Gun. I heard the movie was pretty solid, let me know down in the comments below. Much better than Wakanda Forever, I'm going to guarantee it, even though I've only seen one of those films. One was a dumpster fire, the other one could be the greatest thing ever, and I don't know about it. Speaking of great things, Ninja Turtles are great, and here we are, inspired by the 1990 movie, Leonardo in Disguise. Pause that if you want to read it, but now I could be wrong, I haven't seen the movie in a while, but I thought Raphael dressed like this. I don't remember Leonardo in Disguise, but oh well, I guess I'm wrong. Speaking of in disguise, he's trying to hide the shame of being the only Spider-Man figure here on the shelves, next to Zendaya. They probably didn't buy Zendaya. Oh, little kitty Iron Man. Good to start him young on Marvel, I guess. Yes, finally, I found the... it's not the Rock, it's Tommaso Ciampa. I got honey-dicked by an action figure. Great. Yeah, that bald head threw me off. I was looking for the Rock, and I found Ciampa, and I found an almost complete case of Helena Shaw action figures. Well, who bought one? Well, here's a full case right here, so it doesn't matter who bought that one. Helena Shaw did not sell. Let's see what this case of wrestling figures has. It's Tyler Bate. Great. Didn't mean to rhyme there. So I'm surprised with these wrestling figures that are here. I love WWE figures, but I'm genuinely surprised. These Ninja Turtles haven't been here for a long time either. Raphael and Metalhead. Cool. Folks, if you have kids and you're trying to buy them some extra toys for Christmas this year, you might be able to get them some quality stuff that's not 5-year-old Eternal figures. Okay, 4-year-old Eternal figures. I apologize for exaggerating. But I really like this action figure set. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on it. It's $20 for 3 figures. This thing was like $80 when it was new 2 years ago. And they look good. I liked when the X-Men wore those costumes. Early Jim Lee, one of my favorite artists of all time, let alone X-Men artist. He's tied, well, he's number 2 next to John Byrne, but that's a topic for another video. Let's move this garbage and see what we got down here. Lightspeed, head beans, lots of games, stuff that I'm not interested in. But next to the crapper, this Marvel box of action figures continues to grow. Let's play everyone's favorite game. Let's fist this box and see what pops out. All right, so getting in here deep. We're going in deep. We're only wrist deep. And what do we pull out? Marvel's Nokia. Awesome. Great. Don't care. Let's go in a little deeper. Now we're wrist deep again. What do we have? Ooh, an Eternal. Get out of here. All right, one more time into the breach. Let's go elbow deep. Let's see if she can take it. And it's another Eternal with a severed head. Druid. Gross. This whole thing is gross. Let's get away from this, shall we? There are carts here. Everything's in the way. But take one more look. It's filled to the brim. And look, more Captain Carter shields. Again, what if this was a good idea? It's not a good idea. You can pause and count the shields right there. They might be here till Easter 2099. Now, I noticed something about the shield. Let's do a little comparison, shall we? There we are. Here's a Captain Carter figure. And let's look. Captain Carter, the figure, has a blue and white shield. This Captain Carter has a red, white, and blue shield with a different uniform. I guess one season 1, the other season 2. I didn't watch the show that. I watched that one episode. That was all I could sit through. So, because I wanted to look and not to pad out this video, I went to my local Walmart and I saw some new Superman toys, some new Ninja Turtles toys. The timeline is resetting itself. We're getting rid of merchandise from garbage and we're returning back to form. Now, I'm on the hunt for a new Han Solo figure. Yeah, I'm looking for Star Wars toys in 2025, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Han Solo and Chewbacca, not Kel Naka or anything from the Acolyte. The last 2 Marvel Legends are Captain America and Spider-Man from the films. Great. That's a cool Optimus Prime, and ooh, Stone Cold Steve Austin in the gold vest from, what is that, summer of 01, when he was a heel technically? Ooh, the Invisible John Cena. Let's find Invisible John Cena, shall we? Huh. Can't see him. Moving on. By the way, that Grayson Waller is the same one that was at Ollie's. So just for the hell of it, let's look at the video game section because they have the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh boy, the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm not paying $80 for a video game. I'll spare you the speech outside of, I'll play something else. Because I already bought Zelda. Not buying it again for $80. So this caught my eye and I had to bring it up. Barney the dinosaur is back. We talk about nostalgic revival sucking ass. Barney sucked in the 90s. Barney sucks in 2025. And now he's got a gap tooth. Awesome. I love you. I hate you, Barney. You sucked. Look, they have the Barney doll. Let's look at Barney the doll. Holy shit, he does look like Shannon Sharp. Let's get out of here. So folks, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this trip through Ollie's. We had a lot of new toys to cover, and there's going to be a lot more new stuff in 2025. So don't miss out. Check out all of our videos. Make WCBS your top priority. But until next time, folks, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other. Stealing Solo asks the greatest what-if question of all time. What if a group of disgruntled Star Wars fans kidnap Harrison Ford and force him to remake Star Wars in their basement? That, and a whole lot more, is answered in Stealing Solo, a Captain's Parody. Stealing Solo has been called Laugh Out Loud Funny and the greatest Star Wars parody since Spaceballs, and it's available now for a limited time only. Go to StealingSolo.com, which is powered by Shopify, so you get the reward-winning safety and security, and get yourselves a copy today. Once we sell through this limited backstock, I'm going back to the drawing board to bring you the sequel, which parodies Luke Skywalker's fall from grace, and finally the closing chapter, which I can't wait to get to, Frankenfisher, the Bride of Solo. And yes, it's exactly what you think it is. So folks, the only way to get that is go to StealingSolo.com right now, get yourselves a copy, and enjoy the greatest Star Wars parody since Spaceballs.